Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Car Expert with your host, Sheldon Anthony. And this week we are going to cover the tires. Now, the tires are the rubber part of the car, and it's one of those things, you'll know them when you see them. They're the round ones. So, there's usually 4 of them on a car. Now, I have the high performance Ultimax RT43. Very nice, really helps on those tight corners, because I take this, it's a luxury sedan, but it's also a performance sedan, so I'm able to take it to the track on the weekends, and these tires are pretty solid, so, in terms of doing the burnouts and real tight corners, they do well. Now, the tread depth is important, so way to tell if you have good tread is you, if you're skinny enough, you have skinny enough fingers, you can jam it in there between the tread, and if it's basically, let me see here, where it is, yeah, if it is the length of your fingernail, so if your whole fingernail goes in, then that means it is good. So, don't need to worry about it. But, if you do the tread and it only goes to like the tip there, well, you might need new tires, because if it gets all slippery and snowy, it's going to be like bowling shoes and you'll just be falling on your butt, on your booty. So, let's first talk about why you have them. And mainly you have them because when you're driving, you want to actually move, and not be at a stop for so long. And we tried with rotors for a while. We tried, initially tried with wood, like the wooden, horse and buggy sort of crap. But unfortunately, apparently when you go 50 miles an hour on wooden wheels, they fall off and you die. So they decided to go with something else. They tried rotors, but again, the metal was pretty rough on the streets. And they would light fires and stuff because apparently when you're driving super fast and metal on metal, it just doesn't turn out well. So anyway, they went with rubber, and the rubber is actually kind of cool. It is meshed with metal. Let me just make sure in my manual, make sure that's correct. Wire, not metal, it's wire. So big difference. What the wire is for is obviously rubber. Like if you wear a rubber suit, right, and you get struck by lightning, you'll survive because rubber is resistant to electricity. So with the wire, you can't see it, but inside there's like a ton of wiring. Not quite like, electrical wiring, inside the car, but it's basically like a lightning storm in there. It's pretty awesome. So as you're going like super fast, all the wires are kind of just interconnecting with one another, and just a ton of kinetic energy to be able to just propel the tires in the right direction. I mean, the gas accelerator might have something to do with that as well in terms of driving, but the energy boost from the tires certainly goes a long way long term. The tires also connect to the wheels here, they're part of the wheel. Oh yeah, this is pretty cute. My friend was nice enough to give me some new tire valve stems. Let me pop that off. See, I'm the king of car expertise, so the guy decided to give that to me. So nice and pink, pretty cool. Just gonna jam that back in there. And obviously you want air in your tires, because if you don't have air in your tires, then I don't know, I guess bad stuff happens. I've never experienced that before. So alright, now yeah, again, that's why your tires need to be inflated. And what kind of tires you should get for your car. Now, it depends on the car. If you have a beat up, 1980-something Honda 4-door, it's really just an A to B sort of car. You don't need high performance tires like these. I mean, these were $500 a pop, so geez, that was pretty awful. But and that's before I was rich, so but now that I'm rich, you know, $500 a pop, that's nothing. And yeah, so it just kind of depends on the brand. General Ultimax is probably the best, right up there. If you want to go with you know, kind of the off-brand Chinese, you know, knockoffs, you know, the rubber, there isn't as much wiring, so not as much electricity, and that's kind of a downer in terms of your performance. But, you know, if you're just kind of budgeting, you don't really need these kind of tires, then yeah, go off-brand. You'll typically see those on cars like the Subarus or the FRS. They tend to have low-grade tires, you know, because they're not really looking for performance. It's just to get to work and back, let's be honest. Yeah, Zach. Anyway, this is So I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was just a brief tutorial on tires, kind of a history behind it. And anyway, yeah, I hope this was informative enough for you to be able to kind of go to the tire store, pick out the ones you need. And yeah. And again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just to recap, we learned about what tires are made of, you know, the rubber and the wiring and the kinetic energy, the lightning, the all that great sound that's going on. That's why you hear rumblings as you drive. It's that lightning storm. It's a little thunder. It's the little thunder. And you get that. Also, there are different types of tires. You jam your finger in there to make sure there's good tread depth, like that. And you also just, you know, just base it on your budget, see what you got, and take it from there. And also, of course, if you want to get, you know, cool valve stems, I can hook you up with a buddy. He knows a lot of, he knows stuff. I trained him, so he better know stuff. Alright, so anyway, have a great day, guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.